Hi, it's Anne. Hello from New Mexico. I'm on a little retreat here, kind of a birthday gift to myself and from my husband who's with our daughter. Thank you. Thank you, universe. I love this place. This is a place I've been coming for about 25 years to northern New Mexico, and it's a very healing place of transformation, a place of clarity, a lot of spiritual clarity here. And I wanted to share with you a little aha I had, or just a download I got for this video. I haven't made any videos since around the middle of last year. Just was thinking about that, and I could give you a lot of reasons for that, but it's been more about input than output, let me just say that. So it's good to be back sharing and to have some energy to share. My video today is about how to transform your sensitivity and instantly transform your sensitivity, as well as moving from a victim place to an empowerment place instantly, the fastest tool I know. And it came to me to make this video because I just realized this morning in the hot springs that I practiced the tool and it works so incredibly well. So what happened was I was sitting in the hot springs and I was meditating. I hadn't meditated yet in the day, and I was doing my morning meditation, and this man was sitting, I don't know, a few feet away, not how many feet, 5 or 6 feet away, and I could feel his attention coming my way. And so I'm thinking, oh God, I should have worn my wedding ring. Like, really don't want this attention while I'm meditating. And he wasn't creepy or anything. It was very innocent. It was just that I'm fairly sensitive, and I was meditating, and I just wanted my space. And so I was like, what do I do? I'm not going to put up a wall. I'm not going to, splash him and move away. And just immediately it came to me to, and this is just these tricks of imagination that will actually completely change your world. In my meditation, what I did is I pretended I'm teaching him this meditation, and I started to just show it to him, like, here's how I do it. And I didn't say anything. It was just this little game I played with myself. But of course, as soon as I made that little mental shift and shifted that visual, all of a sudden the second layer of my aura became this luminous, there's all this light, this luminous energy around me that I was then really owning, instead of allowing another person's energy to come in on and infringe upon and, transform. I also was, not getting into a space of hardening or tightening or pulling my energy in, which is another thing we do when we feel sensitive. So I share this little story because so many people come to me feeling sensitive, and how do they transform it? And one of the things I've been teaching for many years is how to develop your psychic abilities, how to develop your intuition. And one of the reasons most people who have those abilities don't develop them, or maybe even are afraid of them, is because we don't want to pick up all that other energy that we don't like. And the truth is, we're already doing it. So you may as well learn how to transform it. So that's my little story for the day, little tip. This can also work, by the way, if you're in a victim space. And my husband and I practice this all the time. And again, it's an instant shift. It doesn't take a long time, doesn't take any special equipment or even really a lot of focus. We do it with our daughter. We're all in the kitchen, and we're all kind of boisterous, and we're all typically in the morning, even though we have 1,000 square feet, we're all in the same 3 square feet of the kitchen, bumping into each other, trying to get ready for the day. And so sometimes we get frustrated, and sometimes we feel, irritated, and sometimes we feel a victim. Gosh, why don't we have more space? And so we catch ourselves, and sometimes it takes, 10 seconds, and sometimes it takes half an hour. But as soon as we catch it, we start saying these affirmations like, I'm so grateful for our island in the middle of our kitchen and all the space we have, and I'm so grateful for our double sinks and our double refrigerator and our radiant floors that keep our feet warm. And as soon as one of us does it, we all start to do it, and we start laughing. And I really feel we'll be bringing this in soon because we keep catching it. Because as you know, being a victim to your circumstance doesn't get you anywhere. Whining and complaining only is a downward spiral. And the trick is, how do you solve it? How do you solve it quickly? So I'm coming back to something my yoga teacher said many years ago. One of my most influential, one of the yoga teachers that's been a great influence on me, Max Strom. I used to go to his classes a lot, and he would say often at the end of class, when you walk out of here, don't think about being affected so much by your environment. Think instead about how you can affect your environment and bring your peace and your balance to the world. because truthfully, the world needs it right now. Hello. I live in the Los Angeles area, and truthfully, I've been very irritated lately with people always pushing behind me and crowds everywhere you go. And just for the nervous system, I find it very taxing. So we're going to be moving in the next year or two. But meanwhile, again, I can't complain or be a victim to it. And really stay happy. So I do my best to try to, play these little games and use these little tools. And so for you, whether you're living in a big city, whether you're in a small apartment, or whether you have certain situation in your life that you maybe feel you have a good reason to complain about, and I'm not saying you don't, that you desire something else, and often these things will clarify what you desire. I just encourage you to think, how can you affect the situation? How can you be the change? How can you be the inspiration? How can you contribute to something different? Because there's always a way, and it's actually really fun. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a little panorama, if I can, of this area. Little New Mexico sky. All right. I'm going to take a little hike. There's my trail.